Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, my dear fellows. It's my pleasure to present my project poster for today. This is me, Dr. Hussein Abdellatif, an assistant professor of human and clinical anatomy at College of Medicine and Health Sciences, Sultan Qaboos University. My project was titled Creating a Valid and a Reliable Test Blueprint in an Integrated Learning Program. This is an experimental study for developing a content-valid student examination. Starting by the background, actually a test blueprint is an important tool for bridging the gaps which are and connecting the teaching, learning, and the assessment process. Its limited incorporation into current integrated curricula requires additional investigation, and in a number of medical schools, this could be attributed to lack of time, knowledge, and expertise among test designers. This project aimed primarily to design a content-valid test blueprint and to use it in a number of system-based courses which are conducted at College of Medicine, Sultan Qaboos University. Additionally, to identify the potential differences between test scores and item analysis reports in terms of reliability, discrimination, and difficulty indices in two system-based course exams. Actually, in the Euro-reproductive course, it was implemented. The first exam or the first in-course exam, which is test one, was developed without a test blueprint, and the second one was developed with a well-designed test blueprint. Actually, this study was conducted among phase 2 medical students, College of Medicine and Health Sciences, Sultan Qaboos University. We started our project by designing a two-dimensional matrix test blueprint, which correlates the course content and the learning outcomes to the learning domains, and it was used, or it was implemented in creating a test, and the results of this test of 72 participants who passed the examination were compared. Actually, each test which were created with and without a test blueprint consisted of 70 multiple choice questions which were drawn randomly from the question bank, and all the variables which might affect the student performance were constant for post-test except for implementing a test blueprint in test 2. Our data were analyzed using the students t-test and one-way ANOVA mainly to analyze the variance in test scores. Our results, starting by this model for creating a test blueprint, which was approved by the College Examination Committee and recommended its use as a template. Regarding the results, starting by the reliability measures, actually, the two tests showed non-significant difference in terms of reliability. The overall test reliability in test 1 was 0.78 and in test 2 was 0.83, and this is an index or an estimate of reliability between the different test themes. Another important result to highlight is the variance among test scores and the item difficulty indices. This is represented in table 2 here. Actually, the variance analysis of scores across test themes in table 2 was significant in post-test, and the scores ranged from 27 to 62 on test 1 and from 44 to a maximum of 66 in test 2. In terms of item difficulty indices, there was no significant difference between the two tests, ranging from 0.69 in test 1 and 0.78 in test 2. So post-test were with average difficulty indices. The errors in measurement, which is very important, and is a discriminative efficiency. We found that the conditional standard error of measurement was less in test 2 with implementing a test blueprint when compared to test 1, showing a high level of accuracy among test scores. Additionally, the average discriminative efficiency, which was expressed by the point per serial correlation, was lower in test 1 without implementing a test blueprint, with a greater proportion of test items exhibiting an abnormal higher point by serial correlation for the incorrect than the correct distractors. Actually, we found 23 items in test 1 and 9 items in test 2 expressing this abnormal correlation or abnormal response. Our conclusion and recommendations is that a well-designed test blueprint is important for a psychometrically sound test. It improved the achievement of students in different